Jay doesn't make much conversation with you on the way to the clothing store, Natalie. Answering monosyllabically for the most part, never letting you look at him face on.
Is this what you wear? Natalie's standing in a red dress. That's pretty short.
He looks at you with his right eye. No.
No? I've tried 8 dresses on now. I don't know how to do this.
Let me.
Oh, okay.
He goes through a rack, taking clothes off, throwing them to the ground if they're not suited to you. A shop assistant comes over and he glowers at them with his left eye. They walk off. You wonder if they're going to call security before he pulls one. Aha! This is the one.
What does it look like?
He has picked out for you a short black dress. It's quite low cut. It actually goes all the way down to the navel. But it reveals a healthy amount of cleavage. One arm slightly longer than the other. It looks like it's kind of been stitched together, like it's been made up of fragments, but it's not patchwork. It's just very, very Etsy. This one.
That's more a bathing suit than a dress.
This one. And he looks at you with his right eye again. You're broken, kid. You're a broken girl. You wear a broken dress. He'll like it. It's what guys like.
Oh, that's sad. Okay.
Listen to me, kid. His right eye fixes on you. You've probably been through some shit. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And was it this guy that put you through that shit?
Yep.
Well, he's gonna want a reminder of that. You wear a piece of trash like this, makes him look at you like you're all stitched together. It's gonna remind him of that. It's gonna make him feel powerful. Gonna send the blood right to his dick.
How symbolic. Sure, let me put it on then. And she puts it on. She comes out of the dressing room looking very uncomfortable. I guess uncomfortable is the feeling that's good in this situation.
Yeah. You don't want to look comfortable. If you're comfortable, you're gonna look confident. If you look confident, he's gonna know something's wrong.
That makes sense. Looks like me from many years ago. Well, I guess that's this one then.
Don't worry, I'll cover it. Miss Blumenau, she took a shine to you. She's a good judge of character.
Well, thank you.
She don't touch many people. Not on the hand like that. Sometimes she'll grab someone, sometimes she'll pat them, patronizing.
Yeah.
I think she's been through this kind of shit too. I think most women have.
A lot have, yeah. It's sad. But not a lot of them get revenge.
No, I guess they don't.
And besides, you can't see blood on a black dress.
Well, that is true. Hey, maybe pick up a second one in case you do get blood on it and you need to make an escape in a different outfit.
I mean, I have my old outfit right there.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'm gonna get dressed up. What about makeup and stuff like that?
You know this guy, huh?
I do. Yeah, too well.
You can see security approaching. How do you think he wants to see you? Do you think he wants to see you beautiful, all dressed up, all prim and proper? Or do you think he wants to see you the way he's left you? Security goes up. Excuse me, sir, we're going to have to ask you to leave. We've made our choice. Have you made your choice?
I have, yeah. Let's just get out.
Don't let me push you around now.
No, yeah, this is perfect. I feel perfectly uncomfortable.
The security guard looks quite quizzically at you.
What?
Come on, kid. You can take my arm if you want.
Natalie does.
He throws some cash over the counter. That'll fix you up and leads you out. Listen, kid, when all this is done, and it'll be done tonight, Miss Blumenau will take care of you if you want to stay down here.
Oh.
She takes in waifs and strays. If you ain't got nothing waiting for you back home.
I mean, I do. I have someone waiting for me at home, but that's very nice of her. I'm sure I'll visit her. She's been nothing but kind to me.
She's a kind lady. She's a good lady. Got a number of disciples. They all say the same thing. Best thing that ever happened to Atlantic City.
She seems like an asset.
Oh, boy, she is. Getting back in the car, and you head toward the villa.
I do my makeup in the car. Very elaborate. Just like Sammy would find Natalie at their different parties from way back when. She also puts on a pair of high heels that she got with the purchase. I haven't worn shoes like this since I became what I am now.
He looks down at your feet while he's driving. His right eye scanning you. It's a good look on you.
Thanks. Yeah, I prefer my other clothes, but this is fine.
Shouldn't be afraid to change your appearance. Sometimes I let people see my right side, some people I let them see my left.
Why do you look at people like that?
Not many people ask, I suppose.
No, if you're insecure about it, that's fine.
No. It's a strange thing. When I was at school, they used to call me the human hieroglyph.
Oh. That's a name.
I used to get real uncomfortable just looking people in the eye, you know? Letting people see me face on.
Oh.
And so I would always adopt this side face. It sounds stupid. First person to ask in a very long time.
I hope you don't mind. I was just curious.
It's just one of these neuroses. We've all got them.
Yeah, I guess so. I like to kill people, you know. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, I don't have that neurosis, so... But I guess whatever helps you keep ticking.
Yeah. And thank you for helping me out, by the way. That's really nice of you. I had no clue.
Miss Blumenau often sends me dress shopping. I have got a good eye for fashion.
Yeah?
It's my right eye. My left eye, dumb as shit.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, if you ever need someplace to go, come down to AC. We ain't all bad.
Oh, thank you. That is really sweet of you. I'll remember that.
The more you've been looking at Jay Sideface, the more you've been unsure. Is he mortal? Is he a ghoul? Is he a vampire? It's becoming increasingly obvious to you that your sheltered existence in the underground of New York has made you associate primarily only with kindred, mainly in the form of Mowbray. And when you're meeting these strange characters, like this guy, you've no way of knowing. Not really. You arrive at the villa. As you do so, you can see Baron Blumenau stepping out of her car. She was waiting outside. Jay goes over to her, kisses her on the cheek. Yeah, I've set her up. Excellent.
Is this, okay?
You look a picture. More Van Gogh or Dali than Da Vinci, but you certainly look a picture.
Oh, that's... Oh. Well...
Oh, no. Believe me, I think that is just about perfect.
Oh, that's good. As long as Sammy... I can't believe I'm saying this, but as long as Sammy likes it.
You won't have to worry about what he likes for much longer.
No. I will not.
Now, I'm going to call Sammy, or I was going to. I think it would be best if you call him and tell him that you've got this little pleasure pad for yourselves.
I was just about to say that probably it's best if I call him.
I don't want to ruin anything. I've told your friend this young woman, and I'll tell you this as well. Your clanmates will be making their way here as well soon. The ones from Atlantic City.
Oh. Great.
Oh, no, I called them.
I know.
I just want you to know that this is your opportunity to clear the air, make sure that there's no bad blood, that peace will indeed reign, and that they are happy with this offering of Sammy Giovanni.
Why did you do that?
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Well, because there's certain people I owe favours. Everyone owes someone a favour. And I owe them more loyalty, more debt, shall we say, than I owe you and Joe in there. If they found out that I made this deal under the table and then just let you go, I can't guarantee that they wouldn't come after me. Now, my dear, I do care about you a great deal, and I'm sure you will come out of this squeaky clean. But ultimately, this is a family matter. All I can do is set the wheels in motion. You're the ones who have to drive them out of here.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
I understand it puts you in an unfortunate position, but that's why you should call Sammy now. Let's get that unpleasantness out of the way.
Yeah.
Myself and Jay are going to be making our way back into the city, so...
Do you have anyone here? Your people, or did you...
Oh yes, there are people. There are people around, just to make sure nothing too awful takes place.
Okay. Right.
Whatever happens, Sammy Giovanni won't be making it out of this villa.
Well, that's all I ever wanted.
Even if it's at the expense of your own...
My own what?
Existence?
Natalie pauses for a second. Yeah, even then. You know, as much as I like existing and whatever that brings, I think I would rest easy in a pile of dust knowing that Sammy Giovanni couldn't do this to anyone else.
She pats your face with her hand. That's the spirit, my girl. Young woman, that's the spirit.
Where's John?
Well, he was scouting around the house. He may already have taken up position in the rafters or something like that, I don't know. But if you make your way in and make your phone call to Mr. G, I guess soon you'll see him springing out of the darkness.
Right. I just need to talk to him before we start all of this.
Of course. I'm leaving now, so auf Wiedersehen and good luck.
Thank you.
We'll see how much you have to thank me later. She and Jay drive off.
Natalie walks inside. John?
Maria, what has been taking place since you were last staked is once again lots of muffled voices. Once again, there has been a great deal of of chatter near you, but not toward you. Occasionally you hear Blumenau's voice, occasionally you hear the voices of others. You have enough consciousness in your staked form to just make some of the words out. You hear the name Sammy Giovanni. You hear Blumenau say, they made a deal, they've not even asked after Maria. You hear the voice of, you think you recognise Lubango from when he threatened you to send a message, saying, well, we need to send her a message now, don't we, matron? You find yourself waking at what appears to be a construction site. And to your surprise, you're in a barrel. And all the way up to just below your chest, you are in thick, set concrete. Blumenau is stood near you. There's the man you fed from as well. And he has the stake in his hand. Sorry to wake you so soon, Maria. It's still the same night.
An hour, Sean. An entire eternity had passed. What's going on?
Well, things changed a little, Maria. You see, your compatriots made it far easier for me to deal with the Hecata issue, and that means I'm far less pressured to deal with your issue expediently. It transpires that all the issues that are arising out of Atlantic City are going to be planted on Sammy Giovanni, one of your coterie members' enemies, it would appear. They've even signed a piece of paper to say that it was him. So that means I am in the clear. They've even signed a piece of paper to say that Sammy Giovanni was the person that eliminated Raymond Milner. Therefore, the only real loose end at this point is you. Now, I'm not going to be someone who's responsible for the destruction of a sister of the Bahari. That would be unfair, and it would certainly be against the tenets, my convictions as a Bahari. But I do feel like we are going to need to put you on ice for a while. Hence your current situation in an industrial barrel filled with quick-acting cement.
Right.
Do you have anything to say?
You're a fucking coward.
Well, I feel that's an unfair thing to say, but yes, maybe that is an accurate description. I don't want to cross the Bahari of Boston, not while our garden is so new, Maria. I don't want to tell them what I've done to you, and I don't want to tell them what I've done to their precious Raymond Milner. I need time to think about the best way of handling things. Now, I feel you also need time to think, which is why I've removed the stake. It will be far better, I think, for you to have some time to think about some of the decisions you've made, some of the allegiances you've had, but also to come around to our way of thinking. Leaving you staked is just going to trap you in a state of permanent fugue. I need you to think about everything that's happening right now, and grow closer to the Dark Mother, because if you grow closer to Lilith, I think you will find it in your heart to forgive me for what I'm about to do. Staking you will never achieve that. Consciousness will allow you to meditate on what's going on and make you realise that this is the right choice.
You're a fucking coward, and Boston won't forgive you.
That's what I'm afraid of. So I do apologise. Jay, I'm going to need you to fill up the rest of the barrel with cement. We're going to plant you in the garden, Maria. you're going to be our first flower. We will find a nice place for you, the foundations of a new car park or one of the casinos I'm building. And you will be a part of the city's new foundations. You will be there. You're only just fed, so you'll be awake for some time. And you'll have time to contemplate and grow a little closer to Lilith. And when everything is right, when you are ripe, when I've handled any situation that might arise with Boston, we will excavate you, of course, and let you go free, but that may be some time. So Jay, start pouring. The liquid rock starts filling the barrel around you. Your arms are already down by your sides. Are you going to try and break free?
I will try to break free. It doesn't really seem like anything will change her mind, so I have to get out of the cement of the barrel, if at all possible. The panic is setting in.
Well, you can do whatever you can.
It doesn't go well. So, no successes.
You use all of your strength. You channel your potence once again. You try to use the strength of Lilith that exists in your heart, in your body, to break free from this quick-acting concrete tomb as it rises above your shoulders, to your chin, to your mouth. You are trying to use your arms to wrest your way free, trying to use your feet to kick your way up, trying to use your chest to just muscle your way out. And you are finding there is nothing you can do. You are becoming trapped. You are trapped. There is no becoming about it. It's up to your hair now. It's in your mouth. It's in your nose. It's sealing you in. You are in darkness. You are in complete darkness. You have no need to breathe, but you still feel suffocated. You are completely encased in this cement that you know, if you had more strength, if you just had a touch more strength, you might be able to wrest yourself out of. But you hear the dull thud, thud, thud of a hatch being laid down on top of the barrel. You are not just sealed in by stone, but also by metal, as you are quite literally buried and completely aware of it, completely aware of everything. Do tell me, is there anything going through Maria's mind right now?
As the barrel fills up with more and more cement, she wishes that she had stopped screaming insults, because she can feel how the sand is drying on her tongue. She wants to cry, but she's not sure that she's able to with the cement. She thinks of her mortal family, the one that she left behind. The one that the real Maria left behind. For when she was induced to the Bahari, she tried to tell herself that Maria had died. Maria Vianellos, she was dead. All she was a weapon for the Bahari, and she just had the face of a dead woman. And she tried to tell herself that since she'd already died, there was no reason to fear death. But she's scared. She doesn't know what's going on or how long she'll be there. She can't move. It's only her and her thoughts.
I'm sure there's a part of Maria that regrets taking that drink because it's going to make this entombment and your consciousness, your awareness of it, last even longer. But that is where Maria's story ends for now. You don't know where the barrel will end up. You don't know when you will finally fall to unconsciousness. But until then, you are locked in, completely aware, and completely unable to do anything about it.
I hear her call my name as I've been waiting, and I slowly make my way down the stairs, checking briefly if she is truly alone.
Yeah, it's just me. We just wanted to talk over this entire thing.
Yeah, sure. I come down the stairs, and I sort of laugh a little. Well, I guess the good news is Queen Bee hasn't decided to just off us straight away. Of course, instead she's used us for everything she possibly could, and no matter what happens, she's won.
I mean, that's fine. I don't mind her winning. But I just want to, just go over the plan so we know exactly what's going to happen. So what I'm thinking is I'm calling Sammy over here. He'll be here in a matter of maybe 15 minutes if I know him well. And I'm going to get him into the bedroom. I feel like that's where he will lose his composure. And get distracted the most. And I haven't looked around the house, but I assume you have. Is there a closet in the bedroom?
Yeah, of course. There's plenty of places someone could hide.
Do you have weapons?
I show her my gun and the stake, and I nod. And I then take out not one knife, but 2 knives.
Oh, yeah, you have plenty. Okay, so what I want you to do is, as soon as I get Sammy on the bed, preferably before he does anything else than that, and he turns his back to wherever you are, I'm gonna try and position him so he does. You need to stake him right through his chest.
That's the idea.
Right.
I'm gonna aim for 2 bullets in the head first. A distraction, but hopefully, if it times right, it will be something.
Oh, are you a good shot? Be honest. This is the time for honesty.
I like to think. I wouldn't
No. Are you a good shot or are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. Because maybe it'll be more worth it to just stake him. Because if you do not hit him the first time, he's gonna tear you apart. Or me.
Trust me. The distance for a staking without doing anything else, that would be a risk. He'll be able to see me coming, even if I get a good jump on him, and he will be able to react. He has to have something happen. And speaking of which, are you okay doing something as well? You're gonna need, because otherwise, 1-on-1, it's risky. 2-on-1, our chances are better. Is there anything you can do?
I need a gun. Do you have a small gun with you?
Yeah. I've been fucking planning to give it to Maria. I was hoping she'd be here to help us with this.
Can you just give me a crash course on how to use this thing? I don't know.
Oh. Sure. Yeah. I hand her the basic 9mm. So the important thing is you need to, ideally, have some weight behind you. Don't just fire it off willy-nilly, otherwise your shoulder will go out and you'll miss. Try and find a way to get something, either use the bed, I guess, or your arm, and get some grip. I put the gun in Natalie's hand. You squeeze the trigger. Gentle. Don't put all your force in it, or it's gonna hurt. Well, I guess not hurt, but you get what I mean. Squeeze. Bullets will come out. they'll do the thing. Again, you know as well as I do, it's only gonna distract him. But it's needed. Then, I'll go with the stake.
Okay.
And normally, I'd go for the throat next, but you said you wanted the blow on this.
I would love to have that stake. Actually, now that you're saying that, maybe we could put that underneath a pillow. Maybe we could have 2 stakes. Do you have an extra one?
I could quickly make one, sure, if you hold off the call for just a sec. Also, about that call. My experience with an asshole like Giovanni, you know him better than anyone, but just saying, the way the situation's gone down. Number 1, say that I brought you here, and then I fucked off. Don't say I've just gone, because he won't believe I just left you. He might believe that I kept my word to him. Fucker. Mention that Ray and Maria are dead. Yeah, again. He'll buy it. It's happened, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, don't... You know, I'm not going to tell you how to act, but I know you know to not put on that it's all forgiven. Put on that you're fucking hating this.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to talk to him, but thank you.
And I go forward and I just say quietly, "You sure you're okay with this?"
I'm not okay with this, but it's going to be the way it is now. I'm going to be okay once I see his dust on my fingers.
Yeah. Did she tell you that whatever happens, we're gonna get the Inquisition coming down here anyway? Come to judge us?
The Inquisition?
I mean, in this case, I mean the people we were sent here to fucking check on.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea how that's gonna go down. The only thing I can think in our favor will be if we can sell to them that, hey, we've just fucking killed someone for you, you let us go back, at least it's a better message than you kill us all. Because if you kill us all, the message is gonna be war. And they're gonna get people fucking coming for them. And no cult is gonna help them.
Yeah, I guess we just have to see what happens when they come.
Yeah.
My plan is to get him into the bedroom as quick as I can, but it needs to be natural. He's not that dumb.
I can wait.
Okay.
Believe it or not, this part of the entire fucking plan is the only time I've actually felt in control.
Well, great. If you make that stake, I will make my call. You hide, and yeah, let's do this. Try not to die.
I go to quickly fashion with that knife another stake.
Put it under the pillow.
And hearing that, I will place it very carefully under one of the pillows in the room we agree she'll go into. Again, knowing how to be subtle with this sort of thing, placing it somewhere that won't be easy to find, but I trust that she'll know where it is. I'll then take up a position, not in a cupboard, it's too obvious, a cupboard, but just, I assess the room as a good corner, just somewhere I can be... I actually noticed the curtains have a little stool. It's a really stupid place, but it's so stupid, and someone like Sammy Giovanni would really be surprised if someone came from that direction. I'll go there, and of course, I'll drop Silence of Death. I won't be making a sound. And I also will drop Fortitude as well. And all the anticipation of the moment, the riling of the blood, knowing this needs to go right. Of course I can't help, but just bite my lip a little. Really wishing I could eat something right now. It's gonna have to wait.
You are going to have to wait.
I'm going to pick up my phone and call the number Sammy gave me.
It rings for an inexorably long time. Enough time to make you think, oh shit, we've made a terrible mistake. He's not going to pick up. And then he picks up.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, I know this is
Hey.
kind of weird, but...
Yeah, but, well, this is why I gave you the phone.
Listen, I'm in a bit of a shitty situation. My entire team, just disappeared, and I'm actually alone. And you know, I've been thinking a lot about what you said to me, and And I just, I don't know, Sammy, I kind of miss you, and I was wondering if you'd like to see me, and I'm like all alone in this place, and I'm feeling a bit scared and lonely, and...
Are you at the Three Bears?
No, after, well, 2 of my teammates disappeared, we couldn't really stay at the hotel anymore. We were too scared that we would be next, so we rented this place at the seaside and to get a little more isolated, and now he fucked up too, and now I'm just left all by myself. And I was wondering if you'd like to see me.
Well, I have to say, you've really changed your tune.
I know.
Don't you remember what you were saying last night? How you don't want to see me again, how you wish I was dead, how... Well, you were pretty much calling down Satan, Zeus, and every other bad motherfucker down on me.
I know. I haven't been myself after I've been locked in a dungeon for years.
Oh, shh. It's okay, don't worry, I'm just having a little fun. Where are you? I'll come over with my team.
I'm gonna give him the address. Your team?
Well, if you're in danger, you need protection, no?
No, I don't want anyone else, Sammy. I just want you. I'm not in danger. I'm just scared.
Well, I'm sorry. You're saying 3 of 4 are gone.
Well, one of them left on his own illusion. He got too scared. I just want you and me, you know. I was kind of hoping that we could, like, you know, do some things that requires that you have some alone time. You know what I mean?
You know, you've always been a very freaky bitch. The fact that this kind of thing is turning you on turns me on. So yeah, I'll come.
Okay.
I'll definitely come.
Yeah, I know you will.
He hangs up, and so far as you know, he's making his way.
I'm gonna pace around the living room, nervously looking out the window for car lights, hugging myself, shaking, looking around the room frantically, feeling incredibly uncomfortable in what I'm wearing, but trying my hardest to set myself back to the mindset that I had when I met Sammy, this happy party girl. I'm trying to find the spirit while I'm waiting.
Oh, it's hard. It's very, very difficult to tune back into that persona of yours. It has been such a long time since you felt it, and knowing about who you're going to meet certainly doesn't add to any ease. But the potential payoff of what you're going to get out of this encounter, the potential end result, whether it's his death or both of your deaths, that does invigorate you. It is a little like waiting for the next big high. It takes an hour of staring out the window, but eventually you see a car pulling in.
I'm gonna see if I can see anyone else, any other car lights, anything.
There's no other car lights, but you can see that there's a driver and someone else in the passenger seat. Sammy G comes out from the back door. Just wait here. And he goes up to the gates of the villa. Rattles them a little in mock frustration. Says, hello?
I'm gonna open the gates. I guess there's some kind of system where you can do that.
Yeah, there's a button you can press.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
The gates rattle open, he slides between them and makes his way to the front door. Little pig, little pig.
I kind of get shivers down my spine as he said that. But I open the door before he gets to knock on it, and I smile. and try my best to look as attractive as I possibly can, leaning against the door frame, looking like I would when I waited for him to pick me up for parties.
As you open the door, he looks you up and down without any kind of guardedness. Ha 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 ha. Wow.
Do you like it?
I wasn't expecting this. Are you planning on going somewhere tonight?
No. I just wanted to look good for you. Isn't that okay?
Oh no, that's okay. You gonna invite me in, or am I just gonna have to take in the view?
I mean, whatever you want. She steps back.
He steps in, turns around, looks at the individuals in the car, and gives them a nod before closing the door behind himself. Yeah, I didn't come alone.
No, I could see that.
Well, if someone's threatening you and your friends, well, what's the least I could do to bring some muscle? We don't want anyone interrupting us after all, do we?
No, that's fine. They can sit out in the car, I don't care. But they might have to sit there for a little while.
So what's caused this change of thought, Natalie? I mean, you've suddenly gone Malkavian or something? You've switched personalities? What is this?
That's very funny. Should we talk in the living room instead of standing in the hallway?
Oh, yeah.
Did you bring anything to drink, by the way?
You didn't ask.
I guess not.
But you know you can always drink a little from me.
Yeah, I suppose so.
After all, that was part of the deal.
It was, but I don't want to do it here. I want to make it special, you know?
I think this could be special. We could both have a little drink from each other. What do you think about that?
I don't want to do it here. I was planning on doing it in another setting. Let me say it like that.
You're speaking as if you're the person in charge here.
She gets a little hesitant.
This is about as special as I could ever want it, Natalie. So if I say you're gonna drink what I give you, you're gonna drink what I give you.
I am going to do that, but...
And you're gonna do it here.
Why are you so persistent? What's coming into you?
Oh, this is the Natalie I know. All resistant, causing a fuss. Here I was thinking we were gonna have some kind of romantic night.
Well, we are.
Where we could share each other again.
That's what I wanted to do. If you'd like to follow me up to the bedroom. Like, I was hoping we could talk a bit first, but if you want to get right down to business, I don't mind.
No, I've missed you. That Mowbray's kept you from me. I wish I hadn't even said his name now. I've got him in my head, ugh.
Well, don't think about that. Natalie's gonna go close to him and press her body up against his, run her fingers through his hair. Do you remember I did this all the time?
Yeah, I remember you used to like playing with my hair.
Yeah. I missed it, and I missed you.
Yeah. I missed you too. He looks a little confused. I mean, he's clearly into this, but he is also confused.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I know I shouldn't question, what do they call it, Providence. I'm not getting all the angles here, am I?
What do you mean? You want to sit down? You don't have to do anything right now if you don't want to.
Don't try getting into my head. Get to the bedroom, take off your dress.
Okay. She walks to the bedroom, trying to keep her composure, trying not to let the fear overtake her. She manages barely. She opens the bedroom door and says, well, yeah, here it is. Is he following her?
Yeah, he is. Not too bad.
No, it's nice, right?
Now about that dress. Don't get shy on me now, Natalie.
I guess not. I shouldn't be. She starts unzipping her dress, shakingly, and lets it fall down to the floor.
As I hear them enter, because I can hear, I just start building up this rage, thinking how everything's gone, and that how much I've been fucking pushed around like a dog, you know? And one part of me is thinking, this time, this is gonna be the one fucking time that I don't get pushed around. And I'm waiting to hear the door click closed, because I have heard it open, but not close.
She is waiting in front of him, so is it like you remember?
Well, you're about as pale as I remember you the time I turned you.
That's not much of a compliment.
Oh, it is. I remember that night like it was yesterday. Greatest thing I ever did was make you into a kindred.
Yeah, I've loved it.
Oh, I'll make it a lot better for you. He starts taking his shirt off. You know, most of our kind don't even bother with sex, let alone drugs. But look what I brought for you. And he finishes taking his shirt off and then reaches into his jeans pocket and has a small case. Looks like a glasses case, but when he opens it up you can see needles, some brown liquid, some foil. Now, you don't have a bloodstream per se, but you remember how I injected it straight into your heart the last time?
I do.
Well, we're gonna do it just like that all over again.
Directly in the heart again?
It's the only way I know you'll feel it, baby. I'm gonna stick that in you while I stick something else in you, and while I bite down on you, it's gonna be triple penetration, I guess.
I guess so. Well, are you just gonna stand there, or?
Oh, he advances on you at that. Pushes you onto the bed.
She doesn't do anything. As soon as he gets on her, she will try to push her hand underneath one of the pillows to see if she can feel a stake.
Yeah, you can feel the stake there under the pillow.
Just out of the corner, just in that little bit of the curtain where I can see, I positioned myself so I could see that bed. I can see them going down. The trigger is ready. I slowly start raising that gun, and I'm just waiting for her to make the move. I'm gonna fucking put 2 bullets in his fucking head.
He climbs on top of you, his pants making their way down. Natalie, what do you do?
Natalie is almost frozen in the moment. She is getting flashbacks, just like the day that she got embraced, the day that she died and felt everything leaving her body. And she wants to say something, she wants to do something, but it's almost like she can't. That stake in her hand is getting incredibly heavy. Words can't leave her lips. She is paralyzed in fear.
John, could you make a wits and insight roll, please? It's at a harsh difficulty, because you are almost totally consumed by frenzy at this point.
3 successes.
3 successes is sufficient. You can see that the plan is going awry. The moment that she would have used is passing by. as he is clambering on top of you, as he's undressing, as he is practically skin to skin with her.
Wait a second. 2 seconds. 3 seconds. It's okay. It's not fair to expect her to make the first move. It's gonna be me. You know what? That's fine. Silently, as my strange cloak of silence surrounds me, I imagine he won't hear the curtain part and my gun raise, but he might hear the silencer go off as I begin walking forward and fire twice at his head. As I do so, I immediately am reaching for the stake and getting ready to go for him after the 2 shots.
Well, I'm going to give you dexterity and firearms, please.
6 dice.
Remember, you can use your willpower.
I will indeed burn a willpower to roll up to 3 dice. 3 successes.
That's on the first shot. There's a loud thud of the gun firing. Silencer isn't like it is in the movies. It doesn't create a small but a loud pop. Not quite as loud as a gun without a silencer, mind you, as the bullet connects with Sammy's skull. Make another roll, please.
I shall once again burn a willpower. Only able to reroll 1 dice this time. 4 successes.
The other bullet hits him, and you didn't even consider yourself this much of a crack shot. It connects almost the exact same place as the last. Your hands steady, your arms locked in place. You are a walking corpse, firing, emptying your gun into the back of this monster's head. And what follows is a flurry of moves. Sammy, his face cracking apart, one of the bullets nearly exiting his skull, the other embedding somewhere in his brain. The vitae starts pouring out of his eyes, his nose, his mouth immediately upon following the gunshots. He doesn't turn. He screams through this bloody mess that was his face, "You fucking bitch!" and is stabbing the needle of whatever it is that he has in that drug case down into Natalie. Natalie, you're going to make an effort to avoid?
I'm going to try, yeah.
Okay, I would like you to go for athletics and dexterity, please.
I get 1 success.
You're unable to dodge as he brings the needle down between your ribs, the pointed end neatly penetrating your dead heart as his thumb pushes down on the plunger. John.
As I see that happening, as I move forward, bullet 1, bullet 2 in the head, as I was getting the stake ready, and just see, he fucking went for her. I literally growl, "You fucking coward!" And I dive for him with the stake, aiming to plunge it into his heart and get him the fuck off her.
The stake shatters through his ribcage, through his back. You feel the bones popping free from his spinal column. And the harsh end of your stake rips through his dead heart, rips through that grey husk, channels its way straight through it in one fell blow. And Natalie, as you feel something filling your body with warmth unlike anything you've felt in a very long time, you are able to act because Sammy is paralyzed on top of you. You think it will be nothing but a split second before he just collapses flat on your body.
As Sammy collapses on top of Natalie, and she feels exactly the same way she did that fateful night where she was against her will embraced into this cruel world of the kindred. She musters up strength, anger, just enough to localize a part of his neck where she feels like her teeth can plunge into appropriately. She lifts up her right arm and grabs his shoulder, pulls him closer, and just manages with this last strength she has left to diabolise him. She feels again like unlike anything she's ever felt before. She is having an incredibly horrible stabbing pain in her chest. And as the warmth from the drug is spreading, so is the vitae. It's two drugs fighting in her body. She doesn't know if she's going to live or if she's going to die, what's going to happen, but she can feel that at least Sammy is going to die. And no matter what, that fills her with an incredible pleasure. Almost enough to remove the pain she's feeling.
As you drink not only the blood, but also the essence of Sammy G, and it fills your body and your soul. As you say, the drug works in concert, whatever it was he injected you with. Something designed to work not just on the kind, but on the kindred. Something happens, and it may be that it's for the best. I mean, who can say? But for Natalie, everything comes to a pause, and then to a stop. Sammy G dissolves into a greasy pile of ash, body length, coating your body from head to foot. All that's left of him, the jeans that were around his ankles and his loafers that dropped to the floor. But you are not conscious of that. You lay still in repose. Your body doesn't dissolve. You just lay there like a corpse. Like you probably should have the last time this happened. Your consciousness has fled. There is nothing there anymore. You are a dead body. You have died. And for some reason, you don't disintegrate. You just die. John, before you can collect your thoughts, gain any semblance of sense about what is happening, the door busts open. A couple of people you don't recognize step in. One, a large man of colour, thick dreadlocks on his head. You can see some kind of pump device at his side. Based on what Maria told you, you think you can identify who this guy is from her encounter with him when she was alongside Ray. And beside him, a very willowy looking woman with eyes like golf balls bulging out of her sockets, in stark contrast to the bony, wiry frame that contains her body. And he looks at the state on the bed, and then he looks at you. Her eyes never leave you. And he says, "Ah, no. All broken and on the bed."
Thinking I know who they are, no better to go for any sudden movements, so I don't. I look to Natalie, but I don't understand what's happened. What's happened to her? Do I think she's okay?
For all you know, she's in torpor. Maybe the needle. But he speaks up again. "Are you Joe Putanesca?"
I am. And if you're who I think you are, well, if you're gonna kill me, it's over, I guess. Do I get a chance to say a few words before I go?
You can say a few words. We've got no reason to kill you now.
I'd like to believe that's true. Is it?
Well, the way I see it, that mess on your friend there was a Giovanni. And it's the Giovanni who are the problem. Our Lady, she tells us everything that goes on. She opened our eyes to what the family was making us do. We're not under their thumb anymore. And he points at you. We're not under your thumb anymore. Deal's been done. We've got your paper that says that Sammy Giovanni was the leak. So, here's the deal. We stop selling information to the warlocks. You go back to New York. You tell them that Sammy G was the leak, that you dealt with him. Take some of his ash, if you have to. And then leave this city well the fuck alone.
I can agree to send the message, and I will. I'm gonna. But do you even know what the feck is going on? The Giovanni, from what I gather, they ain't gonna be the ones calling the shots anymore. The family's changing. What you're doing, I'm not gonna tell you to fucking stop, but you might end up on the outside, and you might be alone. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't know about your lady, and I put my hands up at this, and I'm not trying to be rude, honest. I'm just trying to say how I see it.
The way I see it, and the way Strand sees it, is we've always been on the outside. And no family reunion is gonna change that. It's just one shitty boss after another shitty boss. We're breaking the mold. We're going our own way. And if they want to come down to Atlantic City to bring us back, to rein us in, let them try. They're going to find that if this family is going to work together, they're going to have to allow a little more independence of thought than they used to.
Hey, for all I know, that's exactly what's fucking gonna happen. If you don't mind me fucking asking, though, who's this lady? How are you so sure that what you've got is actually working? What is this? You've got a cult or something? I don't understand.
He looks at you, a dash confused, and Strand speaks up. Lady Blumenau. She leads our faith in this city, little man.
I actually smile and I say, "You don't fucking say." Of course she does. And who better? Okay. What is it she sells you? Unless I'm not allowed to know, in which case fine. I'll stop asking questions.
I think you should probably stop asking questions and get yourself back to New York.
You know what? Fair enough. Maria, did you...
Don't worry about Maria.
Okay. I know when to do as I'm told. Sure. Do you mind if I... And I begin trying to move towards Natalie's corpse.
Miss Blumenau took a shine to her, we understand, so best to leave her here.
I'm happy to do that, but I gave my word I'd look out for her.
And you did. You did your best. That's all any of us can do.
I feel like someone has punched me in the gut several times, even though I took no wounds that battle. I look at Natalie's corpse, and I see her face. Of course, I know she's still alive, but she may as well be dead to me now. My sister. But I shake my head, knowing that this is the best fucking chance I'm gonna get. Fuck. Okay. If you tell me that Natalie... If this is gonna be best for her, then fine. I guess I'll have to take your word for it.
What's best for one person is damnation for another. And she looks Natalie over. I'm not even sure there is anything in there anymore. I think she is at peace.
I don't know if I agree that's peace. But I guess, Clan of Death, we all have a different view on it, don't we? Okay. I'm going. Thanks. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Wait. Second. It was Joe, wasn't it?
It's funny, I think to myself, hearing my real name being called so many times now. It's actually been a long time. Other than Uncle Moses. Yeah. Joey Pudanesca. That's me.
Maybe you would consider staying in Atlantic City after you've delivered your message and joining us, at which point the man beside her, Lubango of the Samedi, laughs. Him! Strand. We do not need him here. He's just a fucking Pudanesca.
You have listened to an episode of Red Moon Roleplaying where we played The Family, a Cults of the Blood Gods chronicle for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Cults of the Blood Gods is published by our friends at Onyx Path Publishing. Our storyteller was the gentleman gamer Matthew Dawkins, and we were also joined by Jason Carl, Klara Herbøl, and Bianca Savazzi. The music was created by Atrium Carceri, featuring many collaborations with other artists from their label Cryochamber. Check them out at cryochamber.bandcamp.com and their YouTube channel for more amazing dark ambient. If you want more Vampire the Masquerade content, don't miss out on our chronicle No Man is an Island, as well as The Sacrifice for Chicago by Night. We would like to give massive thanks to our champions of the Red Moon, Martin Heuschober, Nastasia Raulerson, Simon Cooper, and David, for their generous support. And we would of course like to thank all of our other patrons. Without your support, the show would not be possible. If you want to support our work, please check us out on Patreon. You can get access to bonus campaigns for Cult Divinity Lost and Coriolis there, as well as get early and raw access to all of our recordings. You can also hear your name read on the show as a champion of the Red Moon, as well as play Cult with us. Most importantly, that support is what keeps the show going, so do check us out there. Thank you again for listening, and see you soon again.